Hey everyone, and happy Halloween. I've been giving it a lot of thought.
I've been considering things that begin with the letter M.
To what movie to pick for this Halloween special. I mean, there are so many great movies that would fit. Beetlejuice, Bram Stoker's Dracula, Goosebumps, Casper, Rocky Horror Picture Show, The Exorcist, Little Shop of Horrors, even, in my personal opinion, Phantom of the Opera. All these I think would work well for a Halloween special video. Is Halloween too on the nose? And there are so many other movies. But since this is a Halloween special, I decided to pick a few of my favorites. So first up on this list, Nightmare Before Christmas. I know, not very original, but I love this movie, so Jack Skellington, the Pumpkin King of Halloween Town, grows bored with his routine of scaring people.
Just like last year, the year before that, and the year before that.
One day, while walking in the forest, he stumbles upon a door that he is fascinated by. This shimmering and colorful door with baubles and trinkets and things that he's never seen before. Did I just fucking rhyme? He opens the door and is transported to a strange new world. In this world, there is joy, color, and a strange white powder all around.
What's this? What's this? There's color everywhere. What's this? There's white things in the air.
Fascinated by all this, he soon starts to feel a forgotten feeling he hasn't felt in a long time.
In my bones I feel the warmth that's coming from inside.
He soon finds a sign saying the name of this world, Christmas Town. Jack then becomes determined to bring Christmas to his world.
Eureka! This year, Christmas will be ours!
Jack devises a plan, one thing leads to another, and all of a sudden, he is taking over Christmas, but with his own macabre twist on this cheerful season, which leads to chaotic and spooky results. This film was released in 1993 and was directed by Henry Selick. It was written and produced by Tim Burton, and of course, Danny Elfman composed the music. He even did the singing for Jack. This movie has a runtime of roughly 76 minutes, and despite Burton's name being on the title, he didn't actually direct this movie. He was too busy with Batman Returns, but he did produce it and create the story. So, also his original concept was considered too dark and weird for Disney, which I would really like to see this too dark and weird version myself. That sounds fucking awesome. Now, as I said, I fucking love this movie. It's just a whole ass vibe. Next up is another obvious one, but I love this movie as well. The Crow. Musician Eric Draven and his fiancée were brutally murdered by a gang. A year later, Eric rises from the grave guided by a mystical crow to exact revenge.
They're all dead. They just don't know it yet.
Set in this rain-soaked Gothic cityscape,
I wish the rain would stop just once.
Can't rain all the time.
Eric?
the film blends supernatural justice with tragedy and romance, creating a hauntingly stylish revenge story. This movie was released in 1994, directed by Alex Proyas, I hope I said that name right, with a runtime of roughly 102 minutes. The movie became a cult legend, not only for the Gothic story, but also from the tragic death of the star playing Eric Dresden, Brandon Lee, who unfortunately died during filming this movie. Again, I love this movie. The soundtrack is just amazing. I mean, what really can you say about this movie? It's just fantastic. Next up is A Haunting in Venice. Retired detective Hercule Poirot.
Hercule Poirot really has gone silent. Walled himself up into retirement. Cakes for cases.
I am much satisfied.
Is reluctantly drawn into a seance.
We're invited to a seance. Vamoosh.
In a haunted Venetian palazzo on Halloween night, of course, when a mysterious death occurs. Poirot must uncover whether the culprit is actually a ghost or human.
You don't believe in the soul's endurance after death.
I have lost my faith.
How sad for you.
Yes, it is most sad. The truth is sad.
Please understand, madame, I would welcome with open arms any honest sign of devil or demon or ghost. For if there is a ghost, there is a soul. If there is a soul, there is a God who made it. And if we have God, we have everything, meaning, order, justice. But I have seen too much of the world. Countless crimes, 2 wars, the bitter evil of human indifference. And I conclude, no. No God, no ghosts. With respect, no mediums who can speak to them.
With sinister motives, the film combines a classic murder mystery with eerie supernatural overtones. This film was released in 2023 by director Kenneth Branagh. It has a runtime of roughly 103 minutes. Now, while researching this movie for this video, I found a lot of conflicting answers, whether yes or no, if this was loosely inspired on the Agatha Christie's book Halloween and Party. If it does, it takes major liberties. It would be less about the book and more about a Gothic ghost story with Poirot at the center. But I'm not sure if it is based on or not Agatha Christie's Halloween and Party. I thought this movie was fucking fantastic. This is the third in the series, supposed trilogy. First one was the Murder on the Orient Express, and then the second one was a Death on the Nile. First one was absolutely fantastic as well. Second one was still pretty good, but it just didn't feel to me that it was on the same level as Murder on the Orient Express. And then A Haunting in Venice just, for me at least, brought this series back. If I had to rank the three against each other, it would go number 1 is Murder on the Orient Express, number 2 would be A Haunting in Venice, and then number 3 would be A Death on the Nile. But yeah, I think this movie is great. If you can, definitely check it out. Me personally, I suggest actually watching the whole series, but that's just me. Next up is Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost. I know, I'm sorry, I had to. Mystery Inc. investigates Oakhaven.
Oh, look, we're here.
Already?
A New England town said to be haunted by a vengeful witch.
Don't tell me you disturbed her spirit with the construction.
And now she's haunting the town.
But how did you know?
Ghost hunting's our specialty.
When supernatural events begin to happen, the gang discovers there's more to this legend than meets the eye.
This town shall pay for what it did to me.
Packed with humor, mystery, and spooky adventure, the film combines the classic Scooby-Doo hijinks with a genuinely eerie plot. This film was released in 1999, was directed by Jim Stenstrom, with a runtime of roughly 70 minutes. This movie introduced the Hex Girls, who became such fan favorites that they later returned in other Scooby-Doo projects. This is a great film, although it departs from the whole people in masks as monsters, but I give it a pass because the fucking music is awesome. I mean, come on, who doesn't love that fucking song? Now, everyone has heard of Gremlins, but how many of you have heard of this movie, Critters? These small carnivorous aliens escape a intergalactic prison.
Explosion and termination lock.
Damage report.
2 dead and 3 wounded, sir.
Escapes.
The Krites. All 8 of them. The Krites have stolen a ship.
Damn. Get the bounty hunters.
Land in rural Kansas as the mischievous and hungry critters wreak havoc. A family and 2 shape-shifting bounty hunters.
We want the Krites.
The Krites?
Critters. Krites.
Try to stop them. This film is a mixture of horror, comedy, and campy 80s sci-fi fun. This film was released in 1986, directed by Stephen Herrick, with a runtime of roughly 86 minutes. Although it is often compared to Gremlins, Critters was actually written before that film and spawned its own cult series. with 4 sequels. I did not know it had 4 sequels. Now, while this is a horror movie, I think it's actually pretty fucking funny. But maybe this year, instead of watching Gremlins again, maybe try giving Critters a try. Next up is The Ghost and Mr. Chicken. Timid typesetter Luther Higgs is dared to spend the night at a haunted mansion.
You're gonna spend the murder night in the Simmons house. Alone.
Oh, well, now, just a second.
What's the matter, Ace? You scared?
Oh, well, heck no. You kidding? It's just that I gotta check my bowling schedule and everything.
Hoping to prove his bravery and impress the woman he fancies, he faces ghostly sounds, mysterious events, and comedic mishaps.
You trying to scare me? Darn you guys! I'll show you!
Tell us about it.
It was terrible. It was just terrible. I'll never get over it as long as I live.
A great opening line. I'll never get over it as long as I live. Okay, Luther, go on.
Look out the house! Lightning, thunder! Zoom! Down the coal chute!
I arrived at the house. Giving careful consideration to the most advantageous means of entry, I selected the coal chute.
The film blends humor with spooky settings for a lighthearted Halloween story. This film was released in 1966 and was directed by Alan Rafkin with a runtime of roughly 90 minutes. Star Don Knotts was so popular from the Andy Griffith Show that this was his first big film after leaving TV. Now, it's been a hot minute since I've watched this film. I just remember it being funny and shit just kept happening to Don Knotts. So, next up is Young Frankenstein. Dr. Frederick Frankenstein,
My name, it's pronounced Frankenstein.
grandson of the infamous scientist Baron von Frankenstein, inherits his family castle in Transylvania. Despite initially rejecting his legacy, he revives a corpse in the laboratory.
Igor, may I speak to you for a moment? Of course. Sit down, won't you? Thank you. No, up here. Thank you. Now, that brain that you gave me, was it Hans Delbruck? No. Good. Would you mind telling me whose brain I did put in? And you won't be angry? I will not be angry. Abby someone. Abby someone. Abby who? Abby Normal. Abby Normal. I'm almost sure that was the name. Are you saying that I put an abnormal brain into a 7.5-foot long, 54-inch wide gorilla? Is that what you're telling me?
Leading to hilarious and chaotic results. A loving parody of classic monster films, combining slapstick comedy with homage to Universal Studios horror classics. This film was released in 1974, directed by Mel Brooks, with a runtime of roughly 106 minutes. Now, the film was shot in black and white to match the original Universal monster movies, with props actually borrowed from the original 1931 Frankenstein movie, which I thought that was neat. Now, again, this is another personal opinion, but I think this is one of, if not the best classic monster movies ever made, even though it's also a comedy. I don't like to do rankings and stuff like that, but for me, this movie would be up there with Creature from the Black Lagoon. Speaking of Creature from the Black Lagoon, scientists exploring the Amazon discover fossilized evidence of a mysterious amphibious humanoid. As they investigate, the creature, known as the Gill Man,
There he is.
becomes fascinated with one of the members of the expedition team. Tensions escalate as survival and science collide in this iconic monster story. This film was released in 1954, directed by Jack Arnold, with a runtime of roughly 79 minutes. Now, the film was originally released in 3D, and the underwater scenes, the producers and director didn't want air bubbles coming from the suit while filming underwater, so the stuntman had to hold his breath for up to 3 or 4 minutes for each take. But there also was strategically placed tubes and rescue divers during the underwater scenes. As I said, this is another top movie for me for classic monster movies. Next up is Sweeney Todd, the demon barber of Fleet Street. Wrongfully imprisoned Benjamin Barker returns to London as Sweeney Todd.
There was a barber and his wife, and she was beautiful. A foolish barber and his wife, she was his reason and his life.
Seeking revenge against the corrupt judge who ruined his life.
There was another man who saw that she was beautiful. A pious vulture of the law, who with a gesture of his claw removed the barber from his plate.
He opens up a barber shop where his victims meet a grisly fate, with help from Mrs. Lovett turning the victims into meat pies.
With the price of meat, what it is, when you get it, if you get it. Good, you got it.
A dark musical tale full of vengeance, love, and murder. This film was released in 2007, directed by Tim Burton, with a runtime of roughly 116 minutes. Neat little fact, nearly every line in this movie is sung, and is one of the darkest mainstream musicals ever made. For me, damn near every song in this movie is a fucking bop. Next up is The Pope's Exorcist, inspired by the real-life experiences of Vatican exorcist Father Gabriel Amarth.
I am the chief exorcist of the Vatican. My position was appointed by my bishop. My diocese is Rome. My local bishop is the Pope. If you have a problem with me, you talk to my boss, okay?
The film follows him as he investigates a terrifying possession.
Given the church problems before.
As the case unfolds, he uncovers connections to powerful demonic forces and must battle supernatural evil threatening innocent lives.
Not so bad.
This film was released in 2023, directed by Julius Avery, with a runtime of roughly 103 minutes. Russell Crowe actually rides a Vespa in the movie, just like the real Father Amarth was known to do. Now, I'm usually not one for this type of movie, but I actually found myself really enjoying it. Next up is The Craft. 4 high school girls in Los Angeles form a coven and begin practicing witchcraft.
Look. Oh. It's Manon. It's so beautiful. He's listening to us.
As their powers grow, jealousy and revenge spiral out of control, leading to dangerous consequences.
Be careful. You don't end up like Nancy.
The film combines teen drama with supernatural horror, creating a 90s cult classic that still resonates today. This film was released in 1996, directed by Andrew Fleming, with a runtime of roughly 101 minutes. You know what? I'm not actually sure if I've seen this movie before. I mean, it looks familiar, but I do not remember it. I'm going to have to watch this one. Next up is The Menu. Now, I don't know if you would actually consider this a Halloween movie, but a young couple travels to a remote island to experience an exclusive dinner at a high-end restaurant.
Good evening. Good evening. Hello. Welcome to Hawthorne. I'm Julian Slowick, and tonight it'll be our pleasure to feed you. Over the next few hours, you will ingest fat, salt, sugar, protein, bacteria, fungi, various plants and animals, and at times entire ecosystems. But I have to beg of you one thing. It's just one. Do not eat. Is he certain? Taste, savor, relish. Consider every morsel that you place inside your mouth. Be mindful, but do not eat. Our menu is too precious for that.
As the evening unfolds, it becomes horrifyingly clear that the chef has sinister plans for his guests.
Can't you see that? And that'd ruin the menu. We're all gonna die tonight. Isn't that right?
Yes, chef!
Combining dark humor, social satire, and escalating psychological tension, the film keeps viewers on edge with twists and shocking reveals. It's terrifying in a modern, clever way, without relying on supernatural monsters. This film was released in 2022, directed by Mark Mylod, with a runtime of roughly 107 minutes. Fun fact, the meals shown in the film were fully prepared by real chefs, and many of the dishes were, in fact, edible. The production team even built a fully functional and fully stocked restaurant set on a remote island for authenticity. So when I watched this movie, I didn't read the synopsis or anything, didn't watch the trailer, none of that. I just saw Ralph Fiennes in a Chef Ramsay looking movie, and I was like, fuck yeah, I'm in. Then watching it, I was like, okay, what the fuck? Now, I'm not one for this type of movie either, but I actually really like this one. And last but certainly not least, Crimson Peak. Aspiring author Edith Crushing falls for the mysterious Thomas Sharp.
Edith, Lucille is gone. Your father bribed me to leave. I cannot leave you, Edith. In fact, I find myself thinking of you even at the most inopportune moments of the day. I feel as if a link exists between your heart and mine. And should that link be broken either by distance or by time, that my heart would cease to beat and I would die. And you'd soon forget about me.
Never. I would never forget you.
And moves to his remote, crumbling Gothic mansion in England. Once there, she begins to encounter terrifying apparitions and unearths chilling family secrets buried within the blood-red clay of the estate. A haunting blend of supernatural horror, romance, and tragedy. The film invokes the atmosphere of classic Gothic ghost stories. This film was released in 2015, directed by Guillermo del Toro, with a runtime of roughly 119 minutes. The entire mansion was built full scale on a soundstage rather than using CGI. Its pipes worked, the floor creaked, and the walls bled red clay when it rained, giving the house a truly living, eerie presence. So I haven't actually watched this movie yet. It's been highly recommended to me a bunch of times, so I added it. It's just every time it's on a streaming service, I don't have that service, but I've been really wanting to watch it for a while. Plus, it has the dude that plays Loki in it, so that's fucking awesome. Also, when Guillermo del Toro directs something, you know it's gotta be fucking good. Moving on to the bonus section. Now, normally I add like 2, maybe 3 movies, TV, or anime to a list, just to keep it simple. But with this one, I kept like, oh, that's a good one. That one definitely has to be on the list. And it began to snowball, or pumpkin roll, if you will.
That doesn't even make any sense!
Yeah, I know. Anyways, here are the bonus movies. First up is Priest. Now, I feel like this movie didn't get the recognition it deserved. It has this comic book feel, which I'm pretty sure it's based off a graphic novel anyways. But yeah, if you haven't watched it, it's about a exorcist who fights vampires. I won't spoil it. It's awesome. Go watch it. Seriously. Next is Wolfman, specifically the 1941 version. It should be painfully clear by now that I love classic monster movies, and I think it's a great one as well. Next up is Night of the Living Dead. Now, I don't know how you can either have a Halloween marathon or even make a list for Halloween movies without mentioning this movie. It's another classic, and it definitely deserves its spot on this list. Next up is 28 Days Later. Now, I haven't actually been able to watch this movie. It's another one I've been trying to watch for a while. It's just every time it's on a streaming service, I don't have it. So yeah, that sucks. Next up is Creepshow. Now I don't really know much about this movie, but it was written by Stephen King, so it has to be good, right? Next up is the 1959 movie House on Haunted Hill. I mean, come on, $10,000 for staying the night in a haunted mansion? Fucking sign me up. Next up is From Dusk Till Dawn. Now, I don't really think you can go wrong with George Clooney hunting vampires. So, here it is. Next up is Shaun of the Dead. This is a fucking hilarious movie and really just a great zombie movie as well. Next up is Zombieland. Again, fucking hilarious. And the poor dude just wants a fucking Twinkie. Next up is Werewolf by Night. I thought this movie was pretty damn good, maybe even great. I really liked it that they released it in black and white, and I hope they do more movies like that one. Next up is Warm Bodies. It's another zombie movie, but this time it's a rom-com. Next up is Monster Squad. I've heard it's pretty funny. I don't remember watching it. I probably have, but I don't remember. Next up is Underworld. Another great movie, just I have one slight thing. To me, the werewolves don't look like werewolves, but that's just a me thing, just saying. Next up is Blade. Apparently we're doing Marvel Comics stuff this time. Next up is Van Helsing. I mean, come on, it's Hugh Jackman, Kate Beckinsale, and David Wyndham. Need I say more? Also, Richard Roxburgh did probably one of my favorite versions of Dracula. Next up is League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. I'm not sure if you would count this as a Halloween movie, but I like it, so it's in the bonus. There you go. Next up is Daybreakers. I thought this was a pretty good movie. I mean, it has Ethan Hawke and William Dafoe in it, so. Next up is Ghostbusters. Do I really need to say anything? And the last one for this bonus list is The Adventures of Ichabod Crane and Mr. Toad. Now, this was the original adaptation made in 1949 from The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. And a cool fact that I think is neat is that Bing Crosby narrated and sang in it. I like old shit, I can't help it. And there you have it. A list of 13 movies and a bunch of fucking bonus movies that I think go really well with the Halloween season, especially for those Halloween marathons. I mean, sure, some of the movies in this list may not be considered traditionally Halloween movies, but it's my list and I can do what I want, so. And with that said, that does it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see everyone in the next one.